Hello, friends, and welcome once again to the positivity drive which I have started on the pep talk. And I request all of you to please take up this important task to spread one positive story with a friend or a family member of yours each day. That is minimum one. And if you can do more, that's very nice. Considering the situation that we are facing currently, it is very important to think positive, be positive, and speak positive. So, today's episode, I would like to begin with a good old story. There were two patients admitted in the same ward in a hospital. One of the patient, he was critically ill. He had paralyzed the entire lower part of his body, especially right from his neck and downwards. And this has happened to him because of a sudden incident or an accident that happened to him. And since then, he was not able to move his hands and legs, unfortunately. Beside him was another patient who was getting better or having treatment for some disease, but was able to walk and talk and looked quite normal. So they were of similar ages, and once they were in the same ward for a few days, they became friends. So, on seeing the condition of the first person, the other friend who could walk and talk, he felt a little bad every single day that he couldn't walk, he couldn't move. So, that pained him. So since they connected and were friends, he wanted to help him. So he would stand next to the window, which was next to his bed, and he would open the curtains and he would look outside and tell his friends, describe his friend every morning, evening about what's happening outside because he couldn't walk, he couldn't get up. So for many days he was lying here and he had no contact with the world outside. So this narration of the outside world by his friend was the only way he could know about what's happening. So he would say that children were playing, there were beautiful sunshine outside, people are flying kites in the evening, and there were families gathering together and having ice cream. Some children flying balloons, some playing cricket and football. So he would describe each and everything that he saw, and this gave this man who couldn't walk a lot of inspiration that he could now know about the outside world. Day passed by, and every day this was the only thing that he would wait for, that his friend would describe the outside in the morning, in the evening, and so on. One fine day, he wakes up in the morning and sees the bed next to him empty. So when the nurse comes, he was quite, you know, so shocked, and he asked that, "Where is my friend? Where is he?" So the nurse told this patient who was paralyzed. She said that, "Well, unfortunately, sir, yesterday midnight he passed away. He was going through a critical illness and suddenly he passed away." This hurt him a lot. This hurt him a lot. And he was very disappointed, and his old world went crashing because who would tell him about the world outside and the stories and what he saw and these beautiful things he could imagine, connect with his days and his childhood days. A day passed and he was losing interest in life. One day he said that, okay, since I can't see anything or do anything, let me get up and see this outside world once. So there was a great urge, and he got down from his bed, he fell on the floor, he crawled up. Somehow he gathered power, he moved, and he could slowly move his leg and hands and went to the window and he removed the curtains, and what he sees is a black wall. And on seeing this, he became furious and he started shouting. The nurse came in and she said, "What happened?" And he complained that who built that black wall, dark wall? I can't see anything. My friend used to tell the stories outside. I want to see that. So the nurse said, "Sir, I'm sorry, I'm here in this hospital for last 5 years, and this wall has been there since." So there is nothing outside this you can see. So on hearing this, he understood that his friend was lying to him for the entire few days that he told him about the outside world. And he told the nurse about this. The nurse said, "Sir, but don't you realize what he did to you? Yes, he didn't tell you the truth that there was a black wall and you could see anything outside, but he told you some beautiful stories. And because he told you those stories, today, somehow you got from the bed, you crawled, you moved up and you removed the curtain and saw you were paralyzed, and now you could move your hand and leg a little bit. And now you can at least move. So he has done a great service to you by saying those stories. So, friends, it's the hope that we want to spread. It's not the misery that we want to spread. Words are very powerful. When we tell something to somebody, it can break or make that person. So, in today's time, it is important that we spread the word of hope, encouragement, positivity, and those things that make the world move. Thank you, friends. Let's make a difference.